Just desserts now being served, an historic ascension update from the Intergalactic Alliance of Light Beings. From Canadian psychic medium, Tracey Milne. Greetings, friends. I'm surprised I'm back so soon, but today's message is offered in celebration of some very big changes that have just begun. Changes that will alter life as we have known it for millions and millions of years in a positive and supportive way. In order to best appreciate the magnitude of these changes we speak of, let us take a quick look back at when the experiment between the forces of light and the forces of dark began in this multiverse. Long ago, when the Age of Darkness first began, approximately 3 billion years ago, a legion of fallen angels, sent by Anti-Source, descended upon Earth and began eradicating light-infused humans directly connected to Source, ushering in a Shadowland reality that allowed for further infiltration of Dark Fleet players. That is the reality we have been living in since that time. This dark time has now come to an end. As we announced in a previous message, last dark anchors removed, Source itself has chosen to end the cycle of ages ahead of schedule, also choosing to bypass a neutral age and move us straight into an age of light, permanently. On Wednesday, November 15th, a legion of higher density beings we would know as angels of light, sent here at Source's request, arrived 120,000 strong and began working with the Guardian for the Assets of Earth, Kimberly Gogan, and her Global Enforcement Agency. The course of events that plummeted Earth and her people into the Dark Ages has been reversed, as these new agents for the light fulfill a similar role as their fallen brothers, only this time it's the eradication of the dark that is taking place, not the light. They have already begun helping to remove those dark humans still unwilling to lay down their swords of war or release their stranglehold over the coffers of countries far and wide, eliminating those humans deemed non-repairable by Source itself. This dark and light we speak of is related to their consciousness mix and their consciousness makeup. This is now possible thanks to the massive amounts of energy clearing and frequency raises taking place each time you, as a collective of starseeds and light workers, manage to transmute dark energies into love before grounding them into the planet for the benefit of all. That's right, you and all your hard light work has made this event possible. Whether you realize it or not, this is a huge accomplishment, and one that comes with an abundance of hidden blessings. Thanks to the efforts of the starseeds, earthseeds, and light workers that make up the ground crew of beings now able to hold more light codes within your physical vessel, the liberation of Earth and her people has now reached a critical stage where additional help has been sent to assist you in holding the light. This is a tremendous achievement in and of itself, as Earth has not been able to host these light brigades before now due to the heavy layers of negative energy that was overlaying our reality and making it difficult for any light to take hold here long enough to create an opportunity for this level of change. These new allies have been tasked with the removal of any and all Dark Fleet humans whose consciousness has been deemed non-repairable or unable to return to the fields of Source light. Their journey towards ascension through the service to self option has been deemed impossible. The knowledge of their experience once offered to Source is no longer needed. Even their own higher selves no longer wish to participate in the service to self pathway, and so they are being departed from this world quickly, mercifully, and irrevocably by what can best be described as a legion of angels of the light. As a result, we on this level of reality will begin to hear announcements of some high-profile people dying, some through seemingly natural causes and others through unexpected circumstances. That does not mean all people who cross over at this time are dark fleet or non-repairable humans, but it does mean those who have been delaying the transition to the light are being removed from the field of play. Though some announcements of people leaving our world will cause sadness in many hearts, the changes that will now be possible are very good for the masses. Do not be alarmed. These announcements are actually a signal of the fall of the old guard, which needed to happen so that new beginnings for humanity could begin, no matter what country you call home. In the weeks ahead, you will hear announcements about the existence and function of the GIA, or the Global Intelligence Agency, as well as announcements of CARE, the Center for Amity and Restoration of Earth, both of which are connected to the Global Repository and the Office of the Guardian. The Guardian for the Assets of Earth, Kimberly Ann Gogan, will also make headlines around the world, announcing her position and multiple roles, as well as her plans for the restoration of Earth. These plans have been approved by Source and the Universal Council. These announcements are the real deal, and Kimberly Ann Gogan is who she says she is. Rejoice, dear hearts, for you are witnessing galactic and Earth history in the making. This shift to the light signals the official beginning of the restoration of Earth on a level where the average woman and man on the street will be consciously aware that the tides have turned and in humanity's favor. They will feel the change in their hearts first. People will find it easier to feel happy for no apparent reason. You might have already noticed the shift in the collective's attitude. People are getting nicer, and this trend will also continue in the weeks leading up to the new year. When we told you the age of light has begun, we could understand why many of you were happy for the news, but sad for the lack of evidence. What you're about to experience now is evidence that, yes, Virginia, there is a God, and our prayers are about to be answered in ways we can only imagine at this time. Get ready, because you will see the changes in rapid succession, changes which may have seemed impossible just a few days ago. Those expected to be saviors will be relieved of the illusion. So, for those who are historically minded, start taking notes, because you're about to see some changes take place on this world so quickly that you may have a hard time remembering which day certain miracles happen, even a month from now. These announcements and changes will kick off several years of reorganization, redirection, correction, innovation, and transformation, with the implementation of several programs hosted by the Guardian for the Assets of Earth through the Global Repository that will benefit the people, pets, and the planet on multiple levels. The world as we know it is about to change permanently. Are you ready to let go of such elements as war, famine, poverty, illness, disease, destruction, loneliness, devastation, and despair? If your answer was yes, then you're in for a treat, because the field is now being cleared in such a way that those dark fleet aspects of Shadowland reality are being permanently and irrevocably dismantled and removed in preparation for the full restoration of Earth and all her children. As we have told you many times, you're not going anywhere, dear heart. The show is coming to you. Why leave when the best part is about to start and you have front row, center stage tickets to something that has never happened before? So grab your popcorn or champagne and get ready for some phenomenal and possibly mind-blowing news coming your way over the next few weeks. Those receiving this message early represent the front runners, able to remain calm while everyone else goes a little crazy. Trust you will know what to say and how to respond in a way that is comforting, not confusing. Remember, for some people this will be their first glimpse behind the curtain, so offer the most uplifting evidence you can share that these changes will be of great benefit for them and humanity. Keep looking for those signs on the mainstream level that verify these changes are indeed underway. Know that many new light replacements will be intentionally introduced into those areas of reality most in need of transformation. The goal is to make as gentle a shift into the new reality field as possible. The changes about to commence will be huge on many levels and will continue to roll out and forward in the weeks ahead, but may be experienced in small but joyful, personally gratifying ways. So get ready, dear ones, because the best of the events Source has planned for you is about to kick off, and from our perspective, it couldn't happen to a nicer group of people. Rejoice, dear hearts, for the emancipation of planet Earth has begun. Share this good news and double your blessings. Your just desserts are now being served. Enjoy. Until next time, in the highest light of joy, truth, and love, we are the Intergalactic Alliance of Light Beings. Namaste. To learn more, go to unitednetwork.news, your restoration news headquarters. Presented by whatcomesnextforyou.com. What's in your future?